Hello everybody, in this one we're testing out 3 different styles of iron remover. We got the old school P&S Crystal Wash and organic acid contamination remover. This decontaminates at the very beginning of the wash process. You spray on, you let crystallize, and then you rinse off and continue as normal. It's supposed to remove contaminants and loosen up contaminants at the very beginning, that kind of deal. We got the traditional iron remover from a DIY. It's a stinky, old, strong iron remover. And then we have the new school, brand new product, Stoner's Iron Remover and Wheel Cleaner. Now, if you watched I'm Josh V's latest video and review of this product, everything that went wrong could possibly go wrong. So right at the beginning, I'm gonna have to say, if you're a mobile detailer, don't even try this one yet. Wait for some more R&D and an update to this product. It stained the mess out of his driveway. I'm not gonna have a problem. As you can see, my driveway is it's not a good driveway anyway, so I'm not worried about staining. We don't have no trim on the front to worry about either, so this is a perfect vehicle where we can put it up against the modern iron remover and the old school iron remover. We're gonna see which one comes out on top. So we're gonna use Crystal Wash first, rinse, wash the hood, and then we're going to apply these 2 iron removers, let them dwell, see if they do anything. So far, this has a slow reaction time. We're gonna give it 3 or 4 minutes. I'm not gonna wait around for it. Just turn orange. If it turns orange, it turns orange. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And we're gonna go from there. And then after we do all the iron decontamination steps, we're going to clay each section. And whoever has the cleanest clay bar will be victorious. So that's pretty straightforward. That's the rules. Let's check out the hood. It's filthy. It's got a nice layer of, looks like, tree contamination. So there's definitely going to be contamination, which Crystal Wash is going to attack that a lot better. So this is going to be an interesting video because I'm not sure how much iron is going to be on this hood, but tree contamination and that kind of natural contamination is definitely on this hood. So I'm interested to see how the clay bar is going to look. Hopefully there is plenty of iron on this hood so we see some good reactions and that kind of deal. But let's jump straight into the video with some Crystal Wash, organic acid, and we are spraying, that's right, an acidic product on first. We're gonna let it do its thing. I'm gonna try and control the overspray, that kind of deal. Let's spray side too, why not? But now that's it. Now we just go set up our buckets, get our clay bars ready. We get that kind of thing going on. I'm using Stoner's coating prep, trying it out in the bucket today. So we got our bucket set up, got our clay bars ready. We're just letting Crystal Wash do its thing. But I really have been enjoying the Crystal Wash process. You spray it, you pre-spray the vehicle, and then you just go to setting up. If you're mobile, you go to unloading your vehicle, getting all that set up. And then when this crystallizes, you just rinse and carry on as normal, wash the vehicle. As you can see, I think we're starting to get some crystals. It's not quite ready yet. It takes a couple minutes to dry and set up. Got a little dry spots on the tape. I'm gonna kind of patch in here a little more carefully so we don't get any overspray. Now I think we have a more complete coverage, so we're gonna let it do its thing. All right, the crystals look ready to go. So we gotta take a little mud buster, pre-spray these bugs. Because now you just continue your process as normal with the wash. All right, so we're gonna let Mud Buster do its thing. I've been enjoying Mud Buster, very affordable and pretty strong. You can see how strong that Mud Buster is. That's pretty incredible. Try not to mess up our tape lines too much. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a whole video on Mud Buster. Pretty good. All right, I went ahead and mud busted the whole hood. Just to add a little extra foam on there. Don't have the foam cannon set up ready to go. All right, so now we've washed the hood. Sprayed a little extra mud buster before. All right, tape line died. We'll just set it back there and continue. So next, we got the Stainer car care iron remover. We're gonna see if it decides to work in this video. Comes out blue, supposed to turn orange. I'd say that's a fair amount. And now the DIY iron remover. Old stinky, old faithful, pretty much. Try not to cross-contaminate as much as we can. There you go, now we wait. Like I said, hopefully we get some reaction. Like I said, I live out in the country, so iron is a little less prominent in my area. Nope, not seeing much going on from either. I'm seeing some little specks of something going on with the DIY. So it looks like this hood's not gonna be heavily contaminated to begin with, which is a bummer. I had the perfect car. Hey, we got Stoner car care. I see some orange bleeding going on. So it is reacting, doing its thing. There's some orange. Got some purple. Okay, here we go. Now we're starting to pull something out. I'd say they're about even in my test. Like I said, probably not the most iron contaminated hood. So I bet Crystal Wash is gonna have a big lead in this one because it attacks that organic material a lot more than these two, which attack the iron contamination. So there you go, it's been 3 or 4 minutes. We just have some specks going on. I had the perfect hood here last week to do this test, but I didn't have the Stoner iron remover in yet. It was white and heavily contaminated. You can see Stoner's orange going to work. You can see DIY's iron remover going to work, pulling that purple, dissolving those iron particulates. All right, well, I think they're both working about the same on my not very contaminated hood. So we're gonna give it a rinse. This hood was coated about 2 years ago. Family member's vehicle, so it never comes in for maintenance. This is the first time I've had it back and washed it since. So it's been about 2 years, no maintenance, but you can see the Crystal Wash side seems to have a faster sheeting. The iron remover did a pretty good job right there in the middle. And Stoner's did a little bit. Got some Absolute. We're gonna use as our clay lubricant. Like I said, not the most contaminated hood in the world. The iron remover seemed to work pretty similarly. We're gonna do stoners first. Since our tape line failed, we'll just clay like the humps. Use that as our judging point. We'll do the center or the DIY, that kind of deal. Yeah, paint's pretty smooth. So yeah, pretty clean clay bar. There's stoner. All right, DIY. Do the front a little bit. Again, pretty smooth. There's DIY, and then Crystal Wash. So Crystal Wash being the one that didn't get the kind of traditional iron remover approach. It went first to remove that organic contamination. It will loosen up iron particles, but it is not the designated iron remover in the group. And there you go. Well, all three wound up with pretty clean clay bars. Definitely was not as contaminated as I was hoping to be for this test. Like I said, I had the perfect hood last week. I wish I'd had the stoners in. I was ready to go. Didn't get it in, but we tried on this hood. It hadn't been, this car hadn't been detailed in like 2 years. Like I said, I threw a coating on it, and it's just been living its life ever since. There you go, folks. I didn't have the most contaminated hood in the world, but I'd say all three passed my test here in the driveway on the not very much contaminated hood. So this test, kind of a bust, but is what it is. Is what it is. This is the vehicle I had to work on today. Definitely was hoping for more iron deposits. Live out here in the swamps, in the country. So a lot of times, even in my day-to-day business detailing, I rarely have to pull out the iron remover unless the car is definitely feeling a little grittier, or you can actually see the orange on the paint. It's very rare that a vehicle comes in heavily contaminated, which is why I think I might be going with Crystal Wash full-time. Super cheap. I think it's like $20 a gallon or something. Just pre-spray it with the Crystal Wash, let it do its thing. Continue as normal. I like doing it at the very beginning while I'm still setting up. Then I just go from there, go from normal wash. And Crystal Wash has been a big win in my business. But of course, if you're someone who pretty much has to use an iron remover on every vehicle, right now, because of other people's tests, definitely stick with the traditional modern iron remover. Wait on the stoner one. It's staining driveways. If you're mobile, don't do it. Don't do it. Wait till they improve it. We'll have Stoner Car Care on the Cleaner Cast this Friday, and we have a couple special guests coming in to give their thoughts on their testing with the iron remover. So stay tuned for that. Go watch I'm Josh V's video. He had an epic review of the Stoner Car Care iron remover, and what could possibly go wrong went wrong in that video. So go check it out. This was my test. No clear winner, but for me, this is like most vehicles I see, and I think Crystal Wash may be the way I go for the future of my detail business. Let me know your thoughts in the comments on all three. Have you checked out Stoner Car Care's odorless iron remover yet? And has it stained your driveway, your life, your kids, your house, your mortgage, all that good stuff, as EC Details would say. All right, I'll catch y'all on the next one. Hope you enjoyed it.